Today I'm going to be showing my experience at CSG through art, more specifically a mandala. A mandala is more than just a complexity of shapes. It's a representation of wholeness, unity, and growth. And I feel that perfectly captures my time at CSG. My mandala is going to be split into 3 units and show my growth through my 4 months here. And the size of the design is going to represent an emotion or how I felt at that time. It's more of a flowing kind of art, so there's no specifics for each shape. So this is the first part of the mandala. So, looking back on my first day, I remember feeling like the smallest person in the world. I was so nervous, and I was being dropped off with all these new people and in this brand new place, and the longest I've ever been away from home has been a week. So 4 months was a lot. Everyone kept telling me that these people would become my sisters and I was going to find my place, but let me tell you, I did not feel that way. The first few weeks were the toughest I had experienced. I hadn't found my niche, and I found myself fighting against what I was learning and the time I was spending there. And it was difficult, but at some point, something clicked for me. I realized that there was no point in dreading what I was doing in my time, that the time was going to pass whether I was enjoying it or whether I was dreading it. And so I just let the entire experience in. I let joy fuel my motivation to finish the semester and love what I was doing, and with this new perception, I started to grow. I adapted to the newness, and it became normal. This slowly led to being able to flourish in my new surroundings. With help from my teachers, Canards, and my classmates, I was able to become passionate about what I was working on and excited to share it. One of the nice things about CSG is everyone cares about their schooling experience. So they all pushed me to do my absolute best. So when Unit 1 was coming to a close, I felt more comfortable to take on the semester than I had before. So this is Unit 2. So during Unit 2, a huge amount of our time was spent on the marine science presentations. This was a project completely done by us. We came up with a hypothesis and was able to conduct an experiment. We then wrote an amazing lab report, no matter how difficult it was, and it was unbelievably stressful. We spent all of our time on this project, and I've never juggled so many things at once. I got so worked up on my grade that I didn't see how wonderful it was to have the chance to write my own experiment and do my own project. I pushed myself to the point of what felt like breaking. And I now realize that that was silly because it's past, and I have never been so proud of the work that I have done. But through this, I found out how strong I truly was. I had accomplished this brand new thing, and it was amazing. And I got to do it with all of these people who who's so excited to do this with me. And so, in the end, I turned in the SLAB report, and I didn't care about what my grade was because I had learned so much and was so satisfied by what me and my group had accomplished. So this is Unit 3. So, during Unit 3, I could see a finish line. This brought on a roller coaster of emotions. I was so excited to go home, but I was also learning so much. I was proud of all the work that I had accomplished during my time at CSG. I was becoming so close to everyone here. I remember feeling overwhelmed with the thought of living with all these people, and now I feel overwhelmed with the thought of leaving them. I have a hard time imagining what my life would be like without them. There was always somebody there to support me, and even in the hardest times, just to laugh. We turned to each other when things got very difficult, and I don't remember a time when nobody was there for me. And don't get me wrong, we had our struggles and our clashes, but we found a way to bounce back as fast as we were knocked down. The biggest part of Unit 3 was expedition, and it was my favorite part of CSG. It was filled with laughter and swimming and ice cream and adventures, and it's a week I won't forget for a very long time. And there was nobody I would have rather share that with them. So when we got back, there was 2 weeks left. And that slowly faded to 1 week, and then it hit me. I was leaving in a few days, and I would be leaving these people and this place. It was such a depressing thought to think that I would be living away from them. But it also helped me because I realized that I now had these experiences and lessons that had changed me, and I could go out into the world a different person and share what I had learned. I felt inspired by the people and the place that I had spent the last few months. So I understand that it's so difficult to leave, but I'm also ready to go out into the world and share. So I end this reflection, end this mandala, 16 weeks, bigger than I was before, and ready to go into the world. Thank you. The final mandala just all together, so you can see.